Welcome into the Mark Humble Show. We're glad you're joining us. Whenever you might be listening to this, of course, it's available anytime before kickoff and even after kickoff. If you listen to Mark and I's conversation about the past week and the coming week. And Coach, doing pretty good that first week. Second week, you got a little tested by another tough team. I tell you what, this is a Smith Valley team that has been known for 20 plus years as a powerhouse in that San Antonio area, and they came up to see you, and tell us about it.
Yeah, well, they came up and they were everything they were advertised, and just like we talked about last week, we went into it with the playoff mindset, and they were every bit as good as we thought, maybe even a little bit better. And so we learned a bunch as a team, got a lot of experience, and gave up an opening kickoff, 96 yards for a touchdown, and then our defense played outstanding the entire first half. And then we had 5 total turnovers for the game, 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions, and a turnover on downs. And so when you give a championship team a special teams touchdown and 5 extra possessions, you're going to struggle. But the bright side of that is, with all that adversity, we were still in the game going into the fourth quarter. We'd cut it to 1 score with 5 minutes left to 17-10 was in the game, and they just controlled the ball a little bit. So learned a lot. Super proud of our kids' fight and their togetherness, and I'd rather learn those lessons now in week 2 that we'll be better prepared in week 11, week 12, week 13, and so on. And so great learning lesson. Credit to Smith Valley. They created those turnovers. They created those special teams opportunities, and now we'll be better for it going into the season and going into district play.
Yeah, you got Cedar Ridge up for you this week, and that is one of those Austin, Round Rock area schools, and talk about them a little bit.
Yeah, Coach Robinson and his crew do a great job. Obviously, it's a really big Round Rock school. Round Rock's got a lot of schools, and we just talked about that, and they're just coming off a big win, pulled off one against Austin Bowie. Really dangerous on offense. Got 2 really great receivers, outside receivers that'll create some matchup problems for you, and just really sound on defense. They get 9, 10, 11 guys to the ball, play great man coverage. So it's going to be another great test for us. They're a great program. They play in a tough district like our district, and so it'll be our first road trip down I-35, and so another opportunity to grow and get ready, because you don't play very many playoff games at home. You get an opportunity to play one, and then the rest are going to be on the road. So another opportunity for our team to grow, get more experience, and see where we stand in our first road test.
Health-wise, are you doing all right?
Yeah, doing well. Got some bumps and bruises here, some strains here and there. May have to hold some guys out as we go in, but for the most part, healthy. And that's the big thing, going into district, being healthy going into district.
How much does your off season and your strength conditioning, all that kind of stuff come into play in preventing the injuries, and of course with these extreme heat ball games, how much does that come into play?
Well, that's huge. We talk with our kids, if you want to be an elite player, an elite program, you got to train at an elite level. And so all that we did in the off season, all that we've done in the summer to acclimate, and that's what I share with some of our younger parents, that are part of our 9th grade program or maybe new, that summer, that June and July is so important to work, get in condition, get in shape for the safety purposes, and get acclimated. So we've done a phenomenal job getting ready for that. Our kids practice at game speed. I think that's another factor that you have to treat practice like a game to get in game shape. If you're not playing and practicing at that speed, at some point you're going to falter out during the game. So we've done a great job, and it hadn't been a conditioning issue for us, and even with the extreme heat, and I think Friday night will be really, really warm, but we've been preparing for it. And so super proud of our kids and super proud of our coaches and what they've done to get us ready.
Hey, talk about that JV, that 9th grade team. How are they doing?
Our sub-varsities are undefeated, so they've done a really great job. So they found a way to win on all levels. Thursday night against Smith Valley, our C team went and played over at Chaparral against a B team, Shoemaker team. But our sub-varsity's done a phenomenal job. Super proud of them, the work they put in. Everybody's getting to play. We're fortunate enough here at Heights that we have 3 freshman teams. Not everyone has that. So anytime we get the opportunity to play an A, B, and C team, we are. You only get better if your kids are playing. So super proud of them, and they've done a great job. So hopefully they can get it rolling. They'll have another tough test. Cedar Ridge has a lot of kids, and so we'll play all JV black, JV red, and then we'll play all our freshmen, our JV black, freshman black, freshman red, and freshman white. So they'll all get to play, and so it'll be a good week for us again, sub-varsity wise, against a good program.
That's a good problem to have. I tell you what, if you have that many kids coming out, that many kids interested in what you're doing here at Harker Heights, to field 3 ninth grade teams, that's pretty phenomenal. And your feeder programs, I know my brother over at Nolan, his team doing pretty good over there, and the other schools around the area. How often do you get to see those guys?
We try to get out every week, and so I saw Nolan at the end of the game last week. They came up with a big win. They've got great numbers. Coach Hull's doing a great job over there. Yesterday we had open house, and not all our coaches had got to get out, but the coordinators I went over to watch Union Grove play, and so like to be everywhere, at least see one game, to see the middle schools, to see the kids and high-five them and hug their necks and help the coaches if we need, but more importantly, just to get them excited about coming to Harker Heights.
Yeah, and your guys are ready to play. They're ready to keep that loss from last week. I know they forgot about it right after they left and got home Saturday morning. You wake up, you start looking at that video and start watching your next opponent, of course.
Yeah,
and,
no doubt.
Cedar Ridge, man, they're always tough.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game. So, we hit the 24-hour rule, and whether we win or we're unsuccessful, and once after 24 hours, it's on to the next one. It's how can we be better, and how can we have an opportunity to be successful. So,
well, how's Dylan doing?
He's doing great. Obviously played a really good defensive team. Smithson Valley will go a long way in the playoffs. Really well coached, sound defensively, really well prepared, and so that was good for us to see that. When great teams are going to stop the run. And so when they stop the run, we've got to be able to make the plays on the perimeter. And Dylan, despite being pressured all night, played phenomenal. I was super proud of his toughness, super proud of us leading us down. He let us down on that last drive. We went 88 yards and cut the lead to 7. He threw a 5-yard touchdown pass. And so, to be a senior and to be a first year in this offense and doing what he's doing, super proud of him and proud of his leadership, proud of his play. He's an unbelievable quarterback, and we'll go as far as he wants to take us.
Yeah, and 2 running backs were great last year, gone playing at the next level. You put 2 more in.
Yeah. Well, we've got
pretty good.
Running back by committee, led by Caden Butler, but we have 2 others that rotate in there, and all of them bring different skill sets. C2 Evans is a great, quick, shifty guy. And then Taden Newman is great at what we do schematically. And so those 3 guys have been, phenomenal for us. The hardest thing, Dan, is we only have one football.
Yeah.
They can only carry it one at a time. We don't have enough to get them enough touches there. But great teammates, great players, and their production has been really superb throughout the year, and look forward to carrying us the rest of the year. I'd rather have 3 than none, and we've got 3. We got 3 good ones.
Yeah, and you travel well. You'll be traveling well down to Round Rock. Folks will get down there. Is that going to be a 7 or 7:30 kickoff?
It'd be 7 p.m. kickoff as of right now. So I know a lot of people are moving their kickoffs back, because of the heat. But as of right now, we're scheduled still kickoff at 7 p.m.
So you can get something to eat at the ball game, folks. So get in your car right after you get off work, hit the highway, and head on down there. Go the back way if you can. Stay off of I-35.
That's right.
Find your way over there. I know how to get to Dragon Stadium the back way. I remember there was just a quick stop out in front of Dragon Stadium. We drove back around to where the stadium was.
Yeah.
And now I can't even find that area anymore off of I-35. Wish you very good luck as you travel down to Round Rock. We come back with a victory for the Knights and be 2-1 going into your next game, which is going to be a big one at home next Friday night. So
that's right. They're all
can't look ahead, though. Got to look at the Cedar Ridge.
That's right. They're all big. Appreciate you, Dan.
You're watching I-14 Sports Network.